Hello? Yes, good morning. Oh, it's Lungu mwalirawa. Ao ni mbuka febwino. Na totera sana bana, na totera bana. Cha, nare face mpokelera bakashibandika itabalipo. Emkwa.
Ikirenga abantu kutumya abangira mu stage yawo kwinga tushi no mwita tinja imwe think no
awe nakadia
kana bato ka soluka ka opinion kandi lebere mwine kutaka ngachako okay si mwenga mwaita ikai mnaita sisi ati government let's government to feel kwa mo obviously
nkabamo
I think kutuna tema mwaita wa Minister of Agriculture tunga kusura pe Mozambique mu
Minister of Agriculture
Minister of Agriculture ako wakamilike so that ya pia wema kambara pia na kambara shuka hivi kufanya mambo kunoza hizo ni problem different type na kumye kuruenguka kama yote different type kwa Kongo afena wa matractor wa milioni na matractor kacha wa makumu kidogo la Kongo ile enda marepa patira sujira hizi 750 milioni wala kwa pata kaka 1.9 kutegera hizi kulizenya
namba moneni mulera ndefisu masana imwe na mfishi nimwe mfishi benishita kimwele imwe ba Minister of Agriculture pantimo mule umfika na mfishi basana imwe murefu aika imwe
tabo kwa minister bayani ba kitongo tabo kwa sorry kwa mwetu hili
yaba adini wa kitongo okay imwe leken turande university ndi parika live ndefu andande kofi mwe fintu pa Facebook apaso nombalini na to okay nala mitumina na totera yeah okay ati ni wachitongo so anyway yeah na pamputikisha no rimbo and but first rupwe palepo ndepo kulanda anyway oh shakwana good yeah anyway what is it since morning yesterday I on direct talk is this the best way whatever yeah na ikabako fefine anyway mulengu mfa yesterday I spoke about President EDGAR Lungu coming back and I've received overwhelming response from a number of people who are saying really waka inde ichile manaba firwa. A number of people have called in their since morning I'm just receiving a number of phone calls. Even yesterday in the night, I was receiving phone calls, and a number of people are saying, "Awe, President Hakainde Hichilema na UPND yakwe na abafirwa. They just have to go, and they are looking for somebody that they can vote for." And you know, in my view, I was saying Edgar Lungu would be the best to come back. He's got the experience. He has learnt his lesson. You know, not to take Zambians for granted, to listen to what they want. And I was talking yesterday, but the phone calls that have been coming, a number of people are saying, let Edgar Lungu come back. Let Edgar Lungu come back. This is real. If you think I'm joking, listen to the phone calls that came in yesterday. Apart from the private phone calls that I've received. However, I have received phone calls from some members of PF who are resistant to President Edgar Lungu coming back. Some PF members, I don't have to mention names, but some of them are actually senior members of PF. They are resistant to Edgar Lungu coming back. And they are thinking that Edgar Lungu has sent me to say this. But I want to tell you that me, I operate independently. I operate independently. I will never do something that I'm not convinced about. If I'm convinced that Edgar Lungu can't come back or should not come back, I would not come here and, you know, talk about this. I'm talking about this because I'm reading the political mood. I am listening to what people are saying. That's why I'm talking like this. Edgar Lungu himself, I have spoken with him a number of times, and he says, you know, I've done my part. Let those who are there continue. But look, these are just politics. Edgar Lungu, all we need is to put pressure on him. He can come back. Edgar Lungu's desire is to say, to stay out of politics and whatever. But Edgar Lungu, it would be to Edgar Lungu's benefit to come back. It would be to Edgar Lungu's benefit as well as a person to come back. You know, so we can put pressure on Edgar Lungu, and Edgar Lungu, I'm sure he can listen to the voice of the people. He can listen to the voice of the people. So from my point of view, I'm talking out of me, not out of Lungu and whatever. Don't think that pari undishishemo for me to talk about Edgar Lungu. Nothing. All I'm doing is reading the mood of the people and looking at who can really stand a chance to contest against Hearken Hichilema. At the moment, looking the opposition, looking, you know, PF itself, I don't think there is one person that has capacity. Mungu Mfiksha, and I'm using that word deliberately. Capacity. You may be wise, you may be whatever, but you need capacity to go in an election and win an election. At the moment, who has capacity? I don't see one person out there who has capacity to challenge Hearken Hichilema. If Edgar Lungu is not on the ballot, forget Hearken Hichilema getting out of State House. He will continue. The only one who can come in and challenge Hearken Hichilema, you know, it's Edgar Lungu. Now, PF, some of you are PF who are trying to be resistant. I want you to go back and look at MMD. What happened in MMD? In MMD, Rupiah Banda resigned. When he resigned, he left Barnabas Mumba to lead the party. But when Sata died, Arabi came in and said, look, let me go in and just run this Katem, which was, we are remaining with just about 3 years. Let me come in and just do these 3 years. Okay, just these 3 years which was remaining after Sata died. Barnabas Mumba started well. He accepted first, but unfortunately, as usual, Barnabas Mumba, you know, usually he tends to look at himself first. He became selfish. He became selfish and denied Arabi the chance of contesting that so-called, if I can say, by-election. He denied him that opportunity. And what happened? Of course, Edgar Lungu won the elections. But from my point of view, if Arabi had contested the 2015 elections, I think Arabi would have won that election. But whenever Smumba balisa nyantapantambo, baisa mchinga mdala Arabi. Idio ba mchingile mdala Arabi. What happened to MMD? MMD from that time has gone down because whenever Smumba, much as he thought he was intelligent, he was capable and whatever, even today, whenever Smumba is a very gifted man, he's a very gifted man. But he doesn't have capacity to run MMD. This is a fact. I want you to understand the issue that I'm talking about, the issue of capacity. But never Smumba, yes, trust me, he's gifted man. He's a gifted man, eloquent man, but he doesn't have capacity. MMD has failed to tick. MMD is like a dead party now. MMD is more dead than Arabi. Arabi is long gone, but Arabi valifwa. But his name is more respected, and admired than MMD, which is still alive. MMD is more dead. Is more dead than Arabi. Why? Because whenever Smumba doesn't have capacity, you can say whatever you want, you can argue with me whichever way you want, but whenever Smumba doesn't have capacity, he doesn't have the capacity. And this can actually happen to PF. This can actually happen to PF. I'm one of those people that is supporting Brian Mundubile. But has Brian Mundubile reached a level of Edgar Lungu with that capacity to sustain PF? PF at the moment, there are no activities. There are no activities. There are no activities. Why PF tamuli ma activities? Because there is no money. That is one thing. There is no money. Who has the money? Who has the money to run PF? But there again, don't think that when I say who has the money, that you should have the money yourself. It is not that Edgar Lungu has money, so much money to run PF. No, it is not that. Politics. In politics, we don't use our money. Politicians don't use their money. Politicians use money that come from other people. So you must have the connections. You must have the network. And at the moment, the only one who has a network that can be able to fund a political party and later on, what is this? An election. It is President Edgar Lungu. Why? Because he's a former head of state. He's a former head of state. That's why he has a huge network. He has a huge network. So MPF Nshilekana, they are eminent people, intelligent people. Given Luwinda, Nani, anyway, but whoever, you can mention whoever you want. It's true. These people, yes, I agree with you. They have they may have the intelligence, they may have the wisdom and everything. But the issue is, who has that connection which can be able to sustain a political party? This is the issue. Which one, who has that capacity? Who has that network? There is no one. And this is a fact, man. We need to be objective, we need to be factual. At the moment, PF need the resources. They need the resources. They are the biggest opposition political party, but activities, for them to run those activities, political activities, they need the resources. And at the moment, And at the moment, the only one who has that kind of connection, a connection that can be able to put in money, it's Edgar Chagwa Lungu. This is the fact. You can't run away from it. And this was the situation with MMD. You can learn from MMD. Whilst Nevas Mumba was thinking that he was all powerful, he could run MMD. Yeah, he could run MMD, but just as a figurehead. Nevas Mumba, from the time that he took over MMD, he runs MMD, but just as a figurehead. Just as a figurehead. In terms of mobilizing resources for MMD to tick, he can't manage. That's why even up to today, Nevas Mumba, he just moves closer to those who are in power. Closer to those who are in power. It is the same thing that will happen with PF. If Edgar Lungu is out of the picture, whoever would come in to run PF, he would struggle the same way Nevas Mumba struggled. So, mutekanye sana ba PF. Mwimona kwati some of us we are talking from without. No. We have given it a thought. So the issue of resources is another. But another issue is the issue of people who is sold, who is known everywhere in this country. Whoever you would have to choose today, we would have to sell this person, muma villages, kwisa, that person to be known. It would take time. You can't sell a person between now and 2026 and win an election in 2026. I don't think it can happen. Even Sata, if you go back to Sata, Sata was known. He was very famous. But when he stood as a president for the first time, which is in 2001, when he stood for the first time, he didn't get so many votes. Why? Because he was new. He got votes when he contested in 2006. That's when he even got members of parliament. In 2006, that's when he even got members of parliament. So you need time. So, but at the moment, we have Edgar Lungu, who is well sold. And people have even tested him. They have even seen what he has been able to do as a president. And they are even able to compare. They are able to compare to Hearken and Edgar Lungu. 2026 will be a very interesting election. Will be very fair. Because this time around, we will have two presidents, two people who have held office. We will have Edgar Lungu, who has held the office. We would have Hearken who has held the office. And both of them, they will be selling to us. They will be showing us what they have done. But Edgar Lungu will be telling us what he has done, what he did. But Hearken will be telling us what he has done. And at that level, I don't think there is anyone who beats Edgar Chagwa Lungu. So the best is, let's see, put pressure. Let's not resist bringing Edgar Lungu in the picture. Bring Edgar Lungu in the picture. And let's go to 2026. Let us have these two people, Edgar Lungu, Hearken, both of them selling what they have done. This is what I've done. This is what I've done. And let the people choose. So anyway, Nika short in I just wanted to respond. Kuli imweba PF mweba len tumina ma phone. PF mweba len tumina ma phone. You are calling me. No, what. I'm telling you. Ngamwapanya Edgar Chagwa Lungu. You will have your PF, but it will just be a shell. It will just be a shell. Even some of these members will start running away. You are already seeing how people are running away. Bantwani kani abo ba achanu uyumulumendo yu. Ba Antonio Mwanza bali pola. Ba muimba malama na mumfofu balelanda ba muimba malama mdala ikalaka language mule bomfya hawe teikali. I mean imwe ni mwa PF imwe. Ni mwa PF imwe, don't justify mwikwata kalaka language mule kwati mule for kufuminisha. But anyway, at the end of the day, ba PF ikatane nifye and go kuget kuli EDGAR Lungu mupapate ni mweweni wela abantu wale kufuaya. That's what you need to do. Even there and nakulanda pa social media. I'm appealing to EDGAR Lungu, please come back. Na imoba PF, unite yourselves. Go to EDGAR Lungu, bring him back. Muyumfwenso nyatiyo balaeva tiyo EDGAR Lungu wala ndile chakuti. EDGAR Lungu said no, I'm not coming back. Forget it, I'm a politics. Go and tell him just come back. He's the man with the connections. He's the man that can bring money in PF. Otherwise, even the convention mulelanda mulefwa 15 million mulefwa. Even that 15 million, who is going to bring that 15 million? Baka ifunyawa GBM. Nango have never mouse sampa. Well, convention. You mouse kutuwa ileta 15 million. Yeah? Nango feni 1 million mouse sampa kutuwa ileta. To have a convention, you need a lot of money. So don't complicate yourselves. I am a politics. Listen to what the people are saying. And be objective. Look at what is on the table. What is on the table? Nishinga mukwete. That's why you have been losing ama by-elections. You have been losing ama by-elections. Why? Because you don't have money. Ututu pia tuwakweba atiba mundu wile wafu miyako ka 50 pini. Umina wafu miyako 5 pini. You think you can win ama elections? That's why you are failing. You are failing to win those by-elections because you don't have money. But Freddie Membe is winning some of these elections because he has money. He's putting in money. Imwaba PF, you are not putting in money. Who is going to bring that money? Mu PF. Ama candidate, imwebe ni mweba eminina cheo. Ndefo kwa president, ndefo kwa nishinga mufumia. Nga kwa by-elections. How much do you bring out? Tell me. Mwi pushe mwebe ni ba GBM nishinga mwafumia po. Baka mbwidi nishinga mwafumia po. Nishinga mufumia. For you to sustain PF, nishinga. Nomboko mulanda 2026 general elections. Mukashikwanisha nibana ni mwaishiba. Abakavika molupia. EDGAR Lungu alishibikwa. Where he is, he has got friends as presidents who are still serving. And these people who come in to back him up. So, tuilaive paba ni capacity. Akaka wedaka mukomfikisha na capacity. Who has capacity? Who has capacity to lead PF? Who has capacity? Amano kuti tuwakwata na ina alikwata mano pana. Na alikwata mano kuti nateka no kuteka. But ubu afya kangwe. Eka tusarusha. Tuwawawa butlika. Muna ntatu kwete kangwe. So na imwe wane mu PF ichef yenifye. Let us go back to EDGAR Lungu. He has connections, he has experience na bantu bale mufuaya. Na nimfiko kona chiraya. Nchiteko to business. Na isa mkushita chiremba. Abana bae bale kunganda bye.